Hi everyone, I'm Catherine, the artist behind Bigelow Fine Arts. My adventure into the Enchanted Forest continues, and I'm inviting you along to join me. I have my map and artifacts with me, and I am coloring my way through the forest to seek the mystery in the castle at the center. If you are up for the adventure, grab your gear and let's begin this journey together. So, I really do wish I was kidding about more leaves, but I'm not. There is this other little tree underneath the canopy, plus the tree in the corner that I will not be getting to today. But I will be working up this little tree from leaves to roots. Beginning with my hooker's green, I'll work my way through all the leaves. Now that I have an idea of what I want the leaves to look like, since I can just look at the same tree on the other side of the spread, I'm going to give the leaves a light layer, then add more layers of hooker's green in the areas of the leaf that will be cast in shadow. For this top curl with the slender leaves, I am adding more layers at the tips as I make my way around the curl. For the medium-sized leaves, I fill in the leaf, then add in another layer in the half I think would be in shadow, which I'm just going to assume is the left side of the leaf. The largest leaves I fill in the whole leaf, then add more layers near the rib and feather them out towards the edges. I also add a layer to the bottom of the leaf that is curling around. I was fighting with one particular leaf as on the left side of the spread the leaf appeared to curl up, while on the right side of the spread the exact same leaf appeared to curl down. I began working on it as it curled down, but halfway through my eyes began playing tricks on me and I began to see it flipping up. I had to force myself to see it curling down since I had already placed a highlight down the high point of the leaf, and it would have looked funny to have the leaf curl up with a high point in the middle. I eventually managed to make it work and get the hooker's green base down on all the leaves. Now that I have my base color in place and a few of the shadows started, I wanted to come in with the cobalt green and darken the shadows. For the long slender leaves, these will be at the base of the leaf and lightening towards the center of the leaf. For the larger leaves, I will keep the shadow to one side of the leaf, leaving the other side lighter. One of the larger leaves, I add a shadow to the base of the leaf and at the tip to show it is curling with the tip down. This would leave a high point in the center of the leaf, with the base darker and the tip dark as it is showing the underside of the leaf. I keep working my way through all the leaves. I have my permanent green and I am adding in the final highlight layer for these dark leaves. I add in the permanent green mostly in the areas where I left the hooker's green light. So on the slender leaves, that is in the center of the leaf, while on the larger leaves, it is one side of the leaf or along the center depending on how the leaf is curling. This set of leaves more closely resembles the leaves on the mirror image tree. This makes me happy. There is some variation, but at least the color is pretty close between the two trees. I'm switching over to the grass green so I can work on, surprise, surprise, the grass. This isn't in the color chart, but I just wanted to get the grass done since they work up quick. I'm going to go through and hit all the grass while also trying to remember not to color anything in my sunbeams. Just a hint, but I failed on that part and I had to erase back a couple of spots. I'm sure this will be a theme until I get those sunbeams filled in. The grass works up pretty quick since there is so little of it, and the spaces are pretty small to fill in. I do come in with the permanent green to make the base of the grass just a little bit darker. While I was filling in the grass, I noticed a spot of sky that I missed between a couple of blades of the grass, so I pulled out the light phthalo blue and cold gray one to fill it in really quick. I did have to be mindful around the stag, as I had trouble determining what was stag and what might have been background. Now I'm heading back over to the small tree so I can work on the trunk. As usual, I am coming in with my sepia to block in the shadows. Again, for this particular set of trees, I am considering the stripes to be like a section that has been pulled out of the tree, causing a groove. I carry that up into the branches as well, since there are a few of the spiral lines on some of the upper limbs. With my shadows in place, I am now going to come in with the walnut brown and fill in the tree. I did remember to block off the area for the sunbeam. Let's see how long that lasts. I am going light, but I do want enough color down so that when I come back in over top with the gray, it doesn't fade the color too much. I do make sure I have a nice sharp pencil so I can better fill in the tiny ends of the branches. On Monday, I'll begin working on the mushrooms. Yay! And the other trunk for the other large tree. I want to color it up in a similar style, but I want to mix up the colors a little bit to make it look more unique, each house having its own personality. I hope you colored along with me and found this helpful. How is your spring spread coming along? Let me know below. Thanks for joining in with me on this adventure through the Enchanted Forest. Let me know below or on social media if you liked this journey and how your coloring is coming along. I'd love to know what you think. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, MeWe, and Patreon. Patreon has a short write-up, my palettes, and a list of the timestamps that I've made available for everyone. If you have any questions or page requests, please leave them below or reach out to me on social media. I put in a list of chapter breaks in the show notes, as well as a list of equipment I like to use. If you use any of my affiliate links, it really helps me out without costing you a thing. I want to thank you all so much for coming along and joining in with me on this coloring journey. I appreciate all my subscribers and look forward to more of you joining in and coloring along with me. Please like, share, and subscribe to help that happen. Until next time, happy coloring. See, that didn't last long. I colored in one of the sunbeams and now I am erasing it back. I put my sheet across the edge of the sunbeam to help the eraser make a clean line across the trunk.